Hello and welcome to How to Drive a Car Off of a Cliff instructional video. In this video we will discuss the basics of driving a car off of a cliff. It's a rather simple activity that you and the whole family can enjoy. Now remember, this is just the basics, nothing fancy. Once you get the basic principles of driving a car off a cliff down, you may begin to experiment with more advanced cliff driving tactics. So, let's get started. There are two main materials you'll need in order to drive a car off a cliff: a car and a cliff. Now, about the car, you may be asking, where do I get one? Well, you may already own a car. There may be a car sitting in your garage right now. If not, perhaps you know a local car dealership you could purchase a vehicle from. You could also look in a newspaper classifieds, or even use the internet to find a car for sale. Perhaps you know someone who has a car, such as a family member, friend, neighbor, or coworker who is willing to let you borrow their car. And if they won't let you borrow their car, find where they keep the keys and steal it. Okay, now that you have procured an automobile, you have to make sure it meets certain criteria before moving on. Specifically, it has to be able to drive. The car must be able to move without being pushed or pulled or left at the top of a hill. This is imperative. If the auto in your possession fails to meet this standard, fix it or get a new auto. Make, model, color, power, moonroof, and other car attributes are irrelevant to this training. Any car that drives will do for the purposes of this video. Once you have a working vehicle, you must next locate a cliff. If you live near some mountains, I suggest starting your search for a cliff there. Here's a few examples of cliffs. Some of you may not live near any cliffs. Don't despair. Building rooftops and parking garages will work in a pinch. So now you have a car and a cliff. The final part is simple. Get the car to a point where it has a clear, straight path to the cliff. Drive the car towards the cliff, get a good speed, and drive directly off the ledge. And there you have it. You now know the basics of driving a car off of a cliff. Have fun and wear your seatbelt.